Marc Fogel tonight becoming the first prisoner released by Russia during the Trump administration. It comes after several prisoner swaps in recent years with that country. WNBA star Brittany Griner was freed from Russian custody in December of 2022. And just last August, another group was freed, including Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich. And Paul Whelan, a U.S. Marine veteran who was detained in 2018 while attending a friend's wedding. He was sentenced to 16 years in a penal colony on espionage charges that the U.S. denied. He was freed after nearly 6 years in captivity. Tonight, Paul Whelan joins Top Story Live in our Spotlight interview. Paul, it is a pleasure to have you here. We thank you for giving us some of your time tonight. Talk to us about what this day is going to be like right now for someone you also fought to get out of a Russian prison.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It'll be a surreal moment for him coming from a third world country back to a first world country. All the, the pleasures, the things that we take for granted will be at his beck and call. He's going to have food. He'll be, coming back malnourished because the food in these labor camps is really bad. He'll need medical care, dental care, things like that. But he will enjoy being free. I think, with his friends and family, he'll be just, loving life.
Yeah. Can you give us a few more details on what it's like to be detained in Russia? You mentioned even dental care, the food. I mean, what are some of the conditions that Marc has been going through over these past 3 years?
Well, the Russians say that the poor treatment is part of the punishment. The camps are labor camps. They're really bad. Just the facilities are bad. They're old. The one I was in was a prisoner of war camp in World War II. You have cold water. It's very irony. Everything is just in bad condition. And you're putting up with a lot of corruption from the prisoners, from the prison administration, as well as the government. Marc was lucky that he had lived in Russia for 9 years, so he speaks Russian. He understands the culture. But it's difficult, and it's hard when you're there, knowing that other people are being traded and that the U.S. government's doing things and you're being left behind. So a lot of us worked to get him back. And if you remember, about 5 months ago, I stood on the steps of the U.S. Capitol with Congressman Haley Stevens, and we were speaking to some of your journalist colleagues. And I was asked a question about Marc, and I said, we are coming for him. He just needs to be patient. Well, 6 months later, he's coming home. And that's because there's a bipartisan effort on the Hill, as well as people in the NSA and State Department, to get Americans home, especially when they are wrongfully detained.
You kind of opened the door there, and so I want to ask you about this. Marc was left out of multiple prisoner swaps before his release. You were also left out of 2 exchanges and called it a, quote, serious betrayal at the time. What was it like when people like Brittany Griner got out before you did? And do you hold any resentment that other people got out earlier?
I don't. I fully understand the situation now. Russia was dangling things in front of the Biden administration, and they were taking what they could get. Obviously, the FSB colonel, the assassin, was in Germany, and the Russians kept changing the goalposts, wanting different things. So for me, they wanted the assassin, and that's why they ended up taking Evan also to kind of sweeten that deal. For Trevor Reed and Brittany, they wanted other things. It was disheartening to be left behind. But, when Brittany got home, she did a lot to help me. Trevor, the same thing, speaking out on my behalf. I give those two some credit for helping. But it is demoralizing when, especially, the 4 and 5 year mark goes by, you're still sitting in prison and nobody's, seeming to do anything. Luckily for me, Secretary Blinken and Ambassador Carstens from the State Department were doing a lot. They worked with our European allies to put together a huge trade and got Evan, myself, and Alsu Kurmasheva, another reporter, back from Russia.
I interviewed Ambassador Carstens, and he talked to me about the moment that he had to call you when Griner was released. Do you remember that phone call? I'm sure you could never forget it. What do you remember about that? Because that had to be an incredibly tough conversation.
I took the phone from the prison warden. I was in his office. I had 5 FSB officers standing around me. There were a couple prison officers standing around. And I took the phone, and the person on the phone said it was the U.S. Embassy, please hold for the White House. And they transferred the call to the White House, and I spoke, to a person I'd never met. just somebody I knew from phone calls and whatnot. And, I was told that there was bad news, that Brittany was going home and I was staying. And, we had a frank discussion about what that meant and the fact that the U.S. had nothing else to trade with Russia for my release, with Victor Bout going home. So it was an interesting call. I think it was professional on both sides. But, my message was clear to the White House that, it was time for me to come home. And I give them credit. It did take them another year and a half, but they did get me home.
Did Russia play mind games with you, saying, oh, you're going to be released, you're not going to be released? I mean, was there some of that at play as well?
Oh, yeah. There was a lot of psychological torture, if you will. They weren't stupid enough to hurt me physically, but every night they would come and wake me up every 2 hours to check to make sure that I hadn't escaped. So, for the last 4 years, I never slept more than 2 hours. And this is something that they do to harass people. But they would tell me that I was going home or I wasn't going home, or they would tell me about things that were happening in the news. The FSB would come to visit. And, although we had, a professional relationship, I could tell that they were trying to get under my skin with, the political situation. I also had means of communication home. We had burner phones and whatnot. So I was speaking to Ambassador Carstens and Secretary Blinken, as well as journalists. And I knew what was happening, to some extent on our end, which really helped. But yeah, psychologically, I feel sorry for Marc, because he's been there for 3.5 years putting up with this nonsense.
And then, Russia has used Americans as bargaining chips over the last decade, right? And now they seem to be running out of high-profile detainees. Should Americans be worried they'll be charged with false crimes if they visit Russia?
Well, if you go to Russia, you may not come back. So my advice to U.S. citizens and the advice of the State Department is don't go to Russia. Stay home. I mean, go to Canada. It's a lot safer. Russia's just not a place for Americans to go. 1986 was the last time before my arrest that the Russians had done this. But now they're doing it, every year. They're grabbing Americans. I think there are 20 Americans in prison in Russia. Some had been living there. Others are tourists. There's Andrei Kachorian. He was going from the U.S. to Armenia to visit family. He was just transiting through the Moscow airport, and the FSB arrested him on a made-up charge. It's ridiculous, but he's there, and he's waiting for help from the U.S. government to come home.
Paul Whelan, we thank you for your time tonight. We thank you for being here on Top Story.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app, or follow us on social media.